And in this video, we'll be looking at the 5 top lift harvesters included in the Premium Expansion DLC on Farming Simulator 22 for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. But I am on PS5 here on the Georgia map to demonstrate the use and basically a tutorial on how to use each one of these 5 new harvesters for the 3 new vegetable crops or root crops that came with this Premium Expansion DLC. So let's take a look at them first. We'll find them under Tools and Vegetable Technology, and here they are. They start with the single row 39,500 P3CL Profi, moves up to the next one 43. And we'll look at each one of these individually as we test them. The first one we're going to look at is this one here. 80 horsepower required, 0.8 meters, so just basically 1 row of vegetable at a time, 4 mile per hour working speed, 2 tons, and that's it. We have it displayed here, so give me a moment to set this up and we will show you how it all works. All right, so here is how you get it. It comes just like this. I have chosen the Fiat that comes in this pack because it does actually quite fit in there quite nicely, and it has enough power. I have affixed a front weight, a 900 kilogram front weight to this tractor to offset the weight of the machine. Right, so L1 and X unfolds it. So, this is not the only thing you need. You're going to need a box to catch the beets. So it is a self-loading in a way. It loads or beets, carrots, or parsnips into a crate. Now, you can buy your crates under pallets. And there it is, $130. You can buy multiples of 4. We'll just buy one, and we'll show you how to... Can you lift it? Yes, so you can... It's too heavy. You can't lift it. Right, that's not very convenient. However, there is, if you don't want to do it that way, L1, and right on your D-pad, you can buy a new box and it will just appear there. But I'll show you how to attach or load it. So we're going to lower the machine back up to the crate right there, and now once you've gotten around here thereabouts, L1 and triangle, load the new box. It will load the box for you, and you can then L1 and circle lift the harvester, and off we go to our field of, I have 3 strips here. One is beets, one's carrots, and one is parsnips. Let's try out the parsnips. We'll try one of each, but you're going to want to line it up to thereabouts. Lower the machine. L1. So these are all ready to harvest. Let me just show you that for sure. Yes, we're all ready to harvest. You don't have to top them like the base game beets. L1 and square turns it on. And why does it show beets in there? That's odd. Okay. Weird. Okay, let's turn that off. And let's unload the box. I guess I will show you L1 and buy a new box. Yes, okay, there we go. So we have a new box. I guess there was some beets left in there. That's a bit odd. Right. Turning it on, there we go. We have nothing. It's an empty case. And as we drive forward, it is apparently getting 2 of them at once. That's okay. You can hire a worker. There he goes. Like so. That's what the parsnips look like when they go, and as you go along, it fills up the box. Let's see what happens when the box is full, shall we? All right, so as the crate filled, the machine stopped. However, it did look like there was still some product in the harvester that it might be storing a small amount. So let's unload 2,000 liters of parsnips, and it didn't take long to fill that up. So you're going to end up with a lot of crates this way. So let's unload the box. Lower the implement, unload the box, and drive forward, and there we go. So now, if we go L1 and buy a new box, yes. All right, so it didn't throw some more in there. Okay, that's good. And off we go, ready to harvest some more. So let's just show you, we'll just do a little bit of carrots with this. And then I'll show you something you can do if you don't want to pick up the crate. Let's go ahead here and turn this on. Let's just harvest a little bit here. All right, whoop, there we go. Come on. Oh, why is it giving me parsnips? This is not parsnips. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. I started with the carrots. It gave me parsnips. Right. I think that's the residual. Yeah. Unload box. I wouldn't probably recommend you're going to use. Yeah. Right. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we got carrots. Yeah, that could be a little bit of a glitch. If you fill a case and then you try to harvest something else, it's going to give you a little bit of what you just did in the case. Right, so selling it. You can sell it directly off the cart if you want. But once you sell the product, you don't get the container back, as you will see here. There we go. It disappears and your container's gone. So the $130 for a crate is basically you're going to pay $130 per crate every time you buy a crate and sell it, because the crate disappears. Now, can we load? Oh, yes. And if you do that, you have to unload your box before you can load another box. Just another bit of a quirk. There we go. We can load this box, and we have beets in there. Right. So that is the smallest of the there. See, the crate disappears. However, you still have to unload the box in order to get another crate. Right. Okay. So that's the smallest of the harvesters, and that's how that works. A little quirky. I'm thinking that this is going to need a bit of an update. Yeah, but you've seen what happens there. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Alrighty then, the next harvester we're going to look at is this one. Now this one is it's the second one in line here, and it is very much like the first one, except a big difference is, if we look at it, it does not have the crate unloading. It has a pipe. So this is actually something you're going to need two vehicles for, and we'll show you that. We have one here. We have we're going to hook it up to this tractor, and I will show you a couple of different ways you can use this. Now, L1 and down on your D-pad is the pipe out. You need to do that before you use it. Now this is the default position here. Now if you have a higher trailer, L1 and right stick, left and right, up and down on your right stick, you can adjust that. And once you lift that, you can lift that all the way. That's as high as it goes. There isn't, once you do that and set it like that, if you hire a worker, that pipe will stay in that position. So make sure you adjust your pipe. If you're going to use a worker, adjust your pipe to the desired height. I would recommend the highest setting right off the bat, and you'll be okay. So I have the trailer that comes with this pack here, just to demonstrate a couple of different ways you can use this. Now it's just like the other one, L1 and circle lowers it, square turns it on, and as you drive forward, it harvests the beets. Now, as you can see, it's going to dump them on the ground. Now it doesn't necessarily do that. Stop L1 and R1 and triangle, stop unloading, and if you do that, that's how it actually, the default is. It's not going to do anything. So, or is it? Oh, now it's just doing it, even though I have that turned off. That's weird. Okay, so it's just doing that, even though I chose that it's not. Okay, it didn't do that before. Right, so if you hire a worker, it's going to sit there, because now if you hire a worker, it's going to wait for someone to come underneath. So you can hire a worker, you just have to drive a trailer underneath it so that it will. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Oh. Right, so there you go. So that's, you can use this by yourself. You just have to hire a worker to use the machine and drive a trailer beside it so that it unloads into the trailer. So if you don't want to use crates, you can use this method. It will work for all 3 crops. And if you fill up and you stop, he will well, supposed to stop. I don't know if you actually lose that, or that's just just an animation. I'm not sure, but there you go. That is the second of the 2 harvesters, the PK3 Profi, and so that's the PCL and PKT. Now moving on to the next one. I'll get that set up and we'll take a look at the next one. Alright, so the next harvester we're going to look at is this one, and this is the 3rd one in this line. It's probably the one that most of you are going to be using. It's the most user-friendly of all of them, as far as I can tell. 100 horsepower, 5,500 liter capacity, so it has a capacity of 5,500 liters, 0.8 meter working width, 6 miles per hour, and will harvest all those root crops. We have wheel brands of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and those. So those are your options for tires, and that's it. So let's attach it. I think, what is it, 160 horsepower required, so pretty low on the horsepower rating. We do have a beacon, lights, signals. It is a rear axle is turning, so it helps with turning around. Now a worker will operate this. We will show you the worker operating this. Let's go harvest some parsnips, shall we? Now, this is how you get it when you buy it in the store. L1 and X unfolds it, and that will move the hitch over to the right so that it is angled. So let's fold it again. So notice how everything is moving there. So that in this position, as you see it now, is ready to use. Now, all you need to do is lower it and turn it on, and you will start harvesting. However, sometimes you say, oh, L1 and pipe out. I want the pipe out. If you do that, that's for unloading only. You're not going to be able to, even though you can lower that and turn it on. It says unfold pipe first. So you have to have the pipe in order for this to operate. Now let's get it lined up here, and I'm going to hire a worker, and we will show you how it operates, and then we will show you how it unloads and all that. So let's lower it, pull it up, and I'm going to hire a worker, and there they go. Away he goes, and there it is. There is the parsnips. And there we go. Parsnips are in the hopper. And he will continue to do this until the hopper is full. And I will come back. And it does fill up fairly quickly, depending on your on the crop and your yield potential. But it will fill up fairly quickly. As you can see, we're already 25%, and there is a box in the way. So let me go. Let me go move that, and we'll get this back going again. Okay, just wanted to show you it turning around with the worker. He's probably going to go to the left, or maybe the right. It's hard to say. There's a couple of rows here left that he can choose either way. Looks like he's going to go the way I want him to go. So I would probably recommend crop destruction turn. Not, although if a worker is using the equipment, they're not going to destroy crop, but I always have that turned off. And there we go. So he's actually picking up 2 rows at a time, or is it just 1 row? It does take a minute, well, a few seconds for the crop to come through the harvester and start dumping in the hoppers. So in case you're like, oh, it's not harvesting anything. Well, it is. It just takes a bit. You can see where it's going up and up the conveyor into the hopper. So is it going to stop because I have that trailer there? Nope. Okay. So we'll show you what happens when he gets full. All right, we are full, and there it goes. It automatically pipes out when the harvester is full. Now the worker is still controlling that, and as we come up now, I would recommend, some trailers might not fit under that. Now we're going to talk about that in a moment. Here we go. And as we come underneath, it automatically unloads. And once it's fully unloaded, the worker should continue on. There we go. And then the worker continues down. Now I'm going to stop him here, because I want to want to show you this one thing. Let that load in there. L1 and pipe out. So if you are manually operating this piece of equipment, you do have R1 and right stick. L1 and R. No, we don't have an option to adjust that pipe out. That is, I thought there was an adjustment. Okay. No adjustment for pipe in or pipe out, as into angle or how high or whatever. That is the height of the pipe out, and that really, this L1 or R1 and right stick is actually, you can adjust the angle of the harvester with your to the back of your tractor. So that's what that is, but no other adjustments. So there it is. That is the third harvester. We're going to move on to the fourth harvester then. So here we are. Here is the next harvester in this pack. or in this group of harvesters, shall we say. And it is this, the GK, I guess IIS, $148,000. Requires 170 horsepower, so not bad. 1.5 meters, so it's a dual 2-row, 6 miles per hour. So you can see it's a 2-row picker. It also has a pipe, so no crates for this one. Wheel brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas. Yes, standard stuff there. Let's hook it up here. And this one also has lights and also kinds of wonderful things. L1 and X unfolds it, so it does the whole, shifts it over to the right side. Rear steering axle. L1 and down on your D-pad, you have to pipe out. This does not have a capacity. You will have to either dump it on the ground or hire a worker and follow it with a trailer. So even though I don't have the unload here turned on, I do believe it's still probably going to throw it on the ground as I lower it and turn it on and drive forward. There we go. As you can see, the two lines are coming out, and or is it just disappearing on the? Oh, it's not even throwing. It's just disappearing. So let's do the unload here. So yeah, if you're doing that and it's like, where is it going? I don't see it on the ground. Well, you have to pick the unload here, and I do believe, there we go. Yes, so if you don't pick unload here, it just disappears. You're wasting your product. But so if you have to do the unload here. Now, we got a bunch on the ground there. That's a whole other issue. However, let's hire a worker, and he doesn't go anywhere. He won't put it on the ground, because you have to follow him with a trailer. Oh yes, before we do that, let's unhire him. L1 and right stick. This one we do have an adjustment for the pipe, like the other one we had before the last one. And so I would also recommend putting it at a fairly high height. We also have an adjustment for the rear hitch. But that's about it. We'll hire the worker again, and then we'll get back in our tractor with our trailer. And again, if you follow it, trying to avoid the pile of, there we go. So he will stop if you get out of the range of the pipe out, and you have to wait for a bit for the product to work its way through the harvester. But there we go. Carrots. And it's well, twice as fast as the smaller one, as you would expect. But your driving skills are going to be tested. Let's let him empty out. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. There we go. And then he will continue. He will turn around and continue on, and you will have to basically follow him around, loading that up. So on to the last one. We'll see you over there. It's an interesting one. Let's have a quick look at it inside here, all the way to the end. 170 horsepower. It is a single row, 0.8 meters, 6 miles per hour. So pretty standard as compared to the other ones. We have our wheel choices, but the design is quite different than any of the others. So let's have a look at it here. So here it is, how you get it when you buy it. I have chosen a different tractor just to show you, yes, you can use other tractors. You don't have to use a tractor that comes with the pack. Now, L1 and X unfolds it, and it does this little, well, this unfolding here, and you get this this that folds out at the side, And this actually uses the crate system like the small one does, except in a totally different manner, as you will see. So L1, you can buy boxes, and we will show that in a moment. However, let's show you how you load the boxes. So I have some boxes here. So how do you load them? L1 and triangle, and it will do this little dance here and lower that front little bit. And so what you need to do then is drive up alongside these boxes that you have. It would be nice, you don't have to have them in a row like this, but it does help, as you will see here. And as you approach it, it will automatically load the boxes as you pull forward. And then once they're loaded, like so, L1 and triangle gets it all set and ready to use. Now let's see here, how many boxes? L1 and left on your D-pad. Do you want to buy new boxes? Yes. So, as you can see here, you can put 4 boxes on this total. All right, rear wheel steering, lights again, beacons. Let's get out into the field. Now R1 and right stick, you can adjust how far out that goes, like so. And let's do some beats. We've been doing parsnips and carrots, so let's do some beats. And we come up to here and line it up. Now this one, you can use a worker or you can do it yourself. I'm going to hire a worker here, and let's just watch the procedure. Away he goes, and there they go. So it's going to fill up that back box first, and we'll watch that. And I think once that's filled up, this is the first time me trying this, so I think he's going to run out of a row here, so we're going to have to turn him around. And yes, I am testing this as I'm filming. There's a lot of equipment to go through, so in order to get this done in a somewhat reasonable amount of time, I'm doing this. But it seems all pretty straightforward. Let's hire a worker again. Workers seem to be work very well. They don't seem too confused or anything. There we go. So I'm gonna watch this, and then I'll come back in once that back crate is full. So as I suspected, once that back crate is full, the front one, it switches the belt and the front one starts filling. So let's move Mr. Trailer out of the way here, and watch this fellow turn around and see what he does when he turns around. Is he going to go left or right? Oh, he's backing up quite a ways. Where is he going? Oh, I might have confused him with the oh, he's backing up all the way. So looks like I have confused him with that row. So let's get him, I'm going to get him started over there, and then we'll come back. It should be ready to fill that second crate pretty soon here. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to move over to, it's going to shift all of those. So if you want to stick around and wait for that second crate to fill, I think we're almost at 50%. So it's going to happen real soon, and we're going to see. Sorry about the angle here. It just doesn't let me watch this at any better of an angle. So 49, 50, and what's going to happen? Yes. Just as I thought, it shifted the boxes, and it's now going to fill the rear one first, and then the front one. So let's come back once it's full. So the worker has stopped. 8,000 liters is how much 4 crates hold. And how do you get them off? Well, that's pretty simple. L1 and up on your D-pad, and out they go out the back, and you just pull forward and it will push them, actually just push them all right off the end. Right, and then L1 and up on your D-pad again, and then you can either L1 and right on your D-pad, $520 for 4 boxes, yes, and refill them like that, or buy them yourself and load them. So that is that. Now I did want to show or try a couple more things. Now I did try, say, okay, what is an option to get these off the field? Now you can't, they won't let me load a trailer right from the boxes like you can some items, so that's a no. However, I do have a forklift here, and we're going to pick up one of these crates and see if it will load into a trailer if I hold it over top, and see if we can pour it into the trailer from the box. And if that is so, that is a no. So it is basically, they are stuck, as far as I can see, they are stuck in that box until you take them to a silo or something. So let's see, silos. What do we have for silos? Does any of the silos, like a silo does not come with this pack, so what kind of silo can you use to load? Will the base game silo, let's try the small one here. Will the base game silo take the new root crops? That's probably something inquiring minds want to know, and we'll find out right away. And that answer is no. So where do you store the root crops? That's a great question. Let's see, I think silos, there's nothing in silos. No new silos. I do believe we have a new shed. Premium expansion. This is a little bonus here. The shed, it looks like it's just a basic shed. So that's another, that is for another video, I guess, as to where do you store the beets and the root crops, the new root crops. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably be covering where to store the beets. But there it is. Those are your harvesters for the Premium Expansion DLC. Thank you all for watching. Remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.